7 yards a carry. That's why they've had success this year. And if he has that tonight, boy, it is easy pickings tonight for the Indians.
He's having an awesome year, and like you said, just a sophomore. Meanwhile, Fort Walton Beach, as you pointed out, they may be 3-5, but they're not done. They're not out of it. Tonight, a win would go a very long way. How do they pull it off?
Well, we had them earlier against West Florida. The 14-0 win over West Florida. They ran the football. They only threw 2 passes. So this team is much different. The part of that, though, is they've been on a losing streak. They've had to play from behind. This Fort Walton Beach team is really, really good when they can play their game running the football. So if they do that, they got a good back in senior Anthony Gassaway.
Yep.
He also plays linebacker, so you know how he's going to run the football. Averages about 4.5 yards a carry. They're going to need every single one of those if they want to pull the upset tonight.
I love it, man. Once again, it's a rivalry week, and there's a lot on the line. Week 10 of Friday Night Rivals, Fort Walton Beach at Choctaw. Kickoff is coming up next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Yeah, I can see that 3-4 easily. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be like that. Is that what they were saying? I assume that's what they were saying, right?
So that's us.
Oh.
That's what we were saying.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear at all times. It's funny that guy said that was his best memory.
Okay. Did you hear them in the background?
I hear you. No, I really do. Yes.
I'm hoping that doesn't go out on air because last week.
We sure are glad to have all of you with us here for the 10th week of Friday Night Rivals. Jeff, I think you did a really nice job of laying out what's on the line tonight as we get an early look at the Athletes Water fan cam. You know, you could easily look at Fort Walton Beach's record at 3-5 and think, other than a rivalry game, nothing on the line. But as you said, that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, and look, a lot of things have to go right.
Sure.
You know, Fort Walton needs somebody to lose a game, and
Right,
but you can't
right.
worry about that. You can only do or worry about what you can control for Fort Walton Beach. And a 3-5 season, boy, it's been kind of a bummer. You know, a 5-5 season last year. They had some guys transfer out. Coach Clayton, he's kind of not really reinvented the wheel, but had to go a little bit against the style he normally likes to do. This is a former quarterback, by the way, and so again, they're starting to somewhat, you know, they're on a losing streak, but there's been some promise. He's got a young team. Still a chance to make the playoffs. Boy, that's all you need.
Just like that, an onside kick to start the game, and it actually shoots off the Choctaw player, but he does fall. And sorry, Jeff, didn't mean to cut you off,
absolutely.
But an exciting play to start this game. Wow.
But yeah, you know, it's a rivalry game already. Look, Choctaw blew out Fort Walton Beach 41-0 last year.
Yep.
So, you know, that sour taste in your mouth plus a chance to kind of ruin, you know, that number 2 seeding in the region for Choctaw. Boy, Fort Walton Beach, they have everything in front of them right here. They really have nothing to lose.
Yep, for sure. And Coach Bobby Clayton, I think, feels good about that. He knows, though, he does have a tall order tonight as the Choctaw offense comes onto the field. And they are led by quarterback Jackson Morocco here. And we'll see if they keep it on the ground. Jeff, you laid things out for their incredible run back, Vontavious Keller. And right away here, we're going to see Morocco keep it himself and picks up maybe a couple.
Yeah, Morocco running a little bit. This offensive line, though, boy, I talked to you about them in the open. They are good. You see Urteco, Stanger, Nelson, LeBurge, and Lay. That's 4 of the 5 seniors right there on that line. You got a junior up there as well. You got Wheeler, Edwards, Rao, and then Keller. We talked about him, Burks, and Morocco.
Okay, those are your starters on the offense here for Choctaw. As they do pick up a couple here, 2nd down and 8, and didn't take long to cross midfield after the onside kick to open the game. By the way, Fort Walton Beach won the coin toss and deferred, so that's how Choctaw ended up with it. Going to keep it on the ground here, and that's just a really nice run to get things rolling immediately. And Jeff, you mentioned that he's such a talented back. That was number 33, Vontavious Keller, averaging 7 yards a carry. He got them all right there.
Yeah, it'll be a little over 7 now.
Yeah.
That'll help the old average. This is a defense, by the way, struggle. Boy, they've struggled a little bit, giving up some big points. They played well, but Godby last week giving up 33. You see Simmons, Mays, Dillard coming over from Gulf Breeze. Bout, Taylor, Schwinn, Bartley, Shy, Jefferson, DeLong, and Jackson will round them out. Tough sledding tonight, but we appreciate Florida Insurance Agency sponsoring those starting lineups.
Sure do. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College after the long run there moments ago. And this time again, going to keep it himself is Morocco. He's got some room, too. Nice run back, and he may be gone.
He's gone,
How about
baby.
that? Didn't take long. Touchdown, Carter Morocco, the sophomore, to the house. And immediately, Choctaw is on the board. Boy, Jeff, they may be tough to stop if he's going to break 51-yard, or rather, that was a 51-yard drive, runs like that.
Yeah, getting our first Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown within a minute and a half, and that's the Generator guys. Even the Generator guys are loving what they're seeing so far tonight.
That was a very impressive cutback, too. Made all the difference there after about the first 10 yards. Made a quick little step to the left, and he was gonzo. How about that, boy? So Choctaw strikes very fast.
Morocco's 4th touchdown rushing on the season. He comes in with 49 touches with 248 yards.
Calling now for the extra point is Sam King, and it's up and it's perfect, and that took no time at all. 1 minute and 21 seconds. Choctaw strikes quickly in this rivalry game. Glad to have you with us on Friday Night Rivals. Does Fort Walton Beach have an answer? We're going to find out when we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're back, and there you can see it. We are very early in the game here. 10:39 to go in quarter number 1. Choctaw has already scored. It was a 3-play, 51-yard drive. They took 2 yards on the first play, and then about 11 on the second, and then that was it. The very next play was a long scamper to the end zone for your quarterback, Mr. Morocco. But now Fort Walton Beach will get their chance to get the offense on the field, and we'll see what Coach Clayton wants to do. Jeff, you know, they love to run it. I mean, that's been what they've done all year. But as you said, they have been passing it more, mostly playing from behind. Well, they're already playing from behind tonight, so we may see some of that early.
Yeah, they got to have some success here because the way things are looking, it's going to be tough to stop this Choctaw rushing offense.
Yeah, no doubt, as evidenced by the huge holes we saw in those couple of plays. Nice kickoff all the way back to the 1-yard line. A nice return as well here, out to the 22-yard line. That's Jamal Jefferson, the junior, running it back.
Well, here's an offense that is, struggled at times. It's been quite a while. Look, they're on a 3-game losing streak. They scored 14 points, 3 points, and 12 points last week into the loss against Godby. So it's been tough sledding again. It's a team that has played from behind a lot this year. So you see them up front. It's going to be huge for these guys. Reyes, Jones, Cox, and Dillard. You'll see Jefferson and Reed and Davis and Wilbur out wide, Gassaway and Caden White leading the team out right now, quarterback.
The junior quarterback, so neither team starting a senior in the QB position tonight. We've got a sophomore on the Choctaw side who already has a touchdown, by the way, and a junior here with Caden for Fort Walton Beach. And keep it on the ground, no surprise, and a huge hole and a great play here on first down. Ultimately stuck, but after a big gain of about 7 or 8 yards there, nice way to get the drive going.
It's Choctaw defense coming off, a shutout against South Walton a few weeks ago and giving up a touchdown last week at Rickard. So here they are, Alloway, Murray, Williams, Bush, Alloway again, Jackson, Weeks, Core, Reese, and Clay.
Brought to you by Florida Insurance Agency. So appreciative to sponsor those starting lineups.
Giving up 1 touchdown in 2 games. It's pretty good for the Indians.
No doubt. Gave up 9 yards on that first play, though. 2nd down and 1. Going to keep it on the ground. And this time, they are very prepped. Number 32 looked to be first on the scene. That's Boston Murray, the junior.
And this is what's scary if you're a Fort Walton Beach fan. The Vikings up front, how are they going to hold up? Because you know the Indians are going to bring pressure. They're known to bring pressure, especially when you know Fort Walton wants to run the football. It's going to be huge for Caden White to be able to throw this ball. But, again, when he does, is he going to have time in the pocket? What can they do with it? That's going to be the story tonight for Fort Walton.
Well, they lost a couple there, so it's 3rd and 3 now. Don't want to go 3 and out. Going to keep it on the ground, but again, stopped in the backfield, and it's going to be another loss. So after picking up 9 on first down, they lose yardage on 2nd and 3rd, and now it's 4th down, and it looks like the punting unit is coming on, and Choctaw gets the 3 and out they were hoping to get.
That's just shooting gaps. I mean, here's the thing. Choctaw, if you look at them on paper, they don't look that impressive. They're not very big up front, but boy, what they don't have in size, they use with pure, absolute speed. These guys are athletic as heck out there, and that's going to be interesting to see how Fort Walton, how this Vikings front can handle it.
Okay. So they get the big stop. It's a good snap, should have plenty of time. Gets the punt, good-looking punt, too. Fielded right at the 40-yard line, coming out wide here on the near side. He's got some room, too. He is going to break. Oh, my goodness, almost. That's Hugh Boudreau, the senior, with a heck of a run back, and it's going to be outstanding field position here for the Indians again. There is a flag on the play, though.
Maybe a block in the back.
Could be.
Saw it early on. Now this is a little bit more down the field, so it wouldn't be. We got 2 flags on the field.
Okay.
2 completely different areas.
Oh, okay. So they'll chat about this. There you can see we've got Lou Holzapple, Dan Machicherio, Matt Keller, Michael Taylor, Skip Keller, Al Greenup, and Michael Harper, the officiating crew this evening. Glad to have them with us. That was a 27-yard return, but of course, let's hang tight and see if it's going to last. Officials still trying to figure things out here. Here we go.
Both by the receiving team. Block in the back, receiving team. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, receiving team. 15 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Choctaw.
Wow. Okay. So both go against Choctaw. They accept the second, the 15-yarder, and the very good punt return negated.
You see the referee right there explaining the guy slammed him down. That would be the personal foul. I was interested to see what it was. Not really sure.
So Choctaw scored quickly. Took them 3 plays, 51 yards the first time they had the ball. Then they get the 3 and out from Fort Walton Beach, and now the offense will come back out onto the field. And despite the 15-yard penalty, here's another look here. You can see it. There it is at the top. Yeah, right there. Easy to spot. Yep. Good job by the crew catching the penalty. Good call by the officials. And they're still trying to figure out exactly where to put this ball.
Has no. He's like, okay, what are we doing, Red?
Back and forth they go. And I think they've landed on it.
Oh,
hang on. No, hold on.
And this is smart. Choctaw is just standing off to the side.
You've got one of the Fort Walton Beach players put his hands up like, are you kidding me? Where are we going? All right, let's see what we got
Roll
here.
the dice, wherever it lands.
Yeah, just put it down.
Just throw it up.
So that is a very significant penalty as it ends up at the 26-yard line. Remember, Choctaw was going to have that ball well into Fort Walton Beach territory, but instead deep on their own side now. So not a terrible place to start a drive, but nowhere near as good as Coach Beasley thought he was going to have. And Jackson Morocco here, ready to roll, got this offense going. Keeping it on the ground. And this time Fort Walton Beach is ready there. Check that, I said Jackson Morocco, it's Carter Morocco. There is a Jackson Morocco on the team.
There's a bunch of I believe brothers on this team.
yeah,
on both
for
teams
sure.
actually.
Yeah. Well, Jackson is a freshman, but also listed as a quarterback. So so it'll be easy if he switches. Just say the same name, no problemo. Second down and almost 10. Picked up maybe half a yard there. Gonna pass this time. It's incomplete there. Intended, as you can see, was number 11, Jadarian Edwards, the senior.
Yeah, this is a team has thrown for 567 yards coming into tonight and has rushed for right around 1,500 yards. So
yeah, so I mean, it's a run-heavy team, but that certainly indicates they do throw.
Yes.
You know, they will throw the ball.
Only issue with Morocco, he is a 42% completion guy.
Gotcha. So something to clean up a little there, but remember, he is a sophomore. Third down now and almost 10, so a big opportunity for Fort Walton Beach to get a stop after they went 3 and out. They'd love to do it. Morocco going to keep it here, and he's got a big hole, and he cuts back. He gets it. He will cross that yard marker, and that's going to be a Pensacola State College 1st and 10.
So far, Fort Walton's done a good job at stopping Von Keller, but
yeah.
Forgetting about Morocco can run the football a little bit as well.
Sure, already has one long touchdown, and that was a big conversion on 3rd and 9.5.
Great blocking right there out front by, you see him right there, Von Keller as well.
He gets out to the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 now. Keller back there with him. Gonna get his, nope. Jackson keeps it himself there. And Fort Walton Beach was ready. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, read option play and kind of feeling himself a little bit. Said, you know what, I'm going to pull this one. I feel like I got it.
So that's his call?
Yes. And
okay.
You see there was a little bit of a lane right there. And
yeah.
Great blocking up front. Wrong read by Mr. Morocco this time.
Yep. No gain, no loss. 2nd down and 10 for Fort Walton Beach. Just about halfway through almost. Quarter number 1. Choctaw up. Morocco going to throw again. Goes a little high, it's caught, but oh man, a nice second effort there from Edwards, but not able to do much with it. Ultimately, it's going to be about a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd and fairly long again, right around 7.
You know what? These little passes right here are huge for Choctaw, being able to complete them. It forces Fort Walton Beach to, well, keep guys out there, maybe put an extra guy out there to prevent this, and hey, you never know, you're one missed tackle away from taking him to the house.
And he picked up 5, not 3, so it's 3rd and 5, by the way. Sitting at the 43-yard line. Got to get to 48 now. Burks.
Oh.
Going to be a false start here, right?
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
All right, so now it's 3rd and 10 after the penalty there. Coach Beasley hates to see that. Had the manageable 5, 3rd and long now. They did convert moments ago on 3rd and about 9.5. Kept it on the ground for Morocco. Let's see if they do that again. Wants to throw it, gonna roll out here. Gets it off, a little lofty pass. Had his man, but overthrows him by just a touch. That was Aaron Rowell, senior wide receiver. He was open, but the pass a little high, and Fort Walton Beach gets the stop they needed.
Yeah, great job by this defense in Fort Walton Beach. Build a little momentum, build a little confidence on defense after that first drive, and watch. Look, nothing doing, nothing open. He's going to tuck it and run. Forced out by the pressure. Throwing across his body's kind of tough throw for him, but great coverage down the field.
Okay, so it's 4th and 10. Vikings going to get a chance here. Good looking punt, really nice. Fielded back at about the 26-yard line, and again, got some nice room. The Fort Walton Beach, they brought some folks over. That's Jamal Jefferson, and that crowd gets pumped for good reason. That's a fine run back and pretty good field position here for the Viking offense. With 5:25 to go in quarter number 1. Oh, is there a flag on the play?
Looks like we got a water break.
Oh, the water break, 10-4. Good. Well, that usually means it's time for us to step away here for about a minute and a half, so we'll do that right now. When we come back, Fort Walton Beach, the offense is back on the field, but they're trailing by 7.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
back and glad you're with us live tonight from Choctaw High School here in Okaloosa County. Week 10 of Friday Night Rivals. Somehow next week is our last game. Seems like we were just starting. Gonna keep it on the ground here, right up the middle. That's Anthony Gassaway, who carries it for 1 or 2. He'll get his hands on the ball a lot tonight. Big part of the offense.
And a really good player will also be playing linebacker. Young
Old
man's
school.
built like a linebacker.
Yeah, like you said, you know how he runs. He runs like a linebacker. But didn't pick up anything, actually, so 2nd down and 10 here. Certainly glad everybody's tuning in. Jeff, I'm looking forward to, I know you're not at this moment ready, but I know you'll be giving us some scores throughout the evening. These scores late season are always so interesting. Everything seems to mean so much. As he's going to throw it. Oh, and that's pick. What a catch. What a catch. This could be to the house. It's going to be tough to stop him. Cuts back and still on his feet. Wow, a heck of a run there. That's number 34 with a heck of a play.
Man, oh, man.
Incredible catch, too. I actually, if you watch again, Jeff, I was thinking the Viking receiver was open, thought this might go for something.
And he put a lot of touch on it.
Yeah.
He had a guy, boy, if he catches that football, he's off to the races. But how about Choctaw being off to the races? Holy cow.
Wow. Down to the 10.5-yard line inside the Synovus red zone is Choctaw as they are starting this drive just what the doctor ordered, folks. That's how you start a drive, 10 yards out from a touchdown, already up big. Man, that was a heck of a catch. Sadly, hate to say it, but 34, the guy that made that catch, he's not on the roster we were given, and we looked it up online. Don't have his name. I hate that. Wish we could.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's of course Keller taking it all the way down to about the 2-yard line. And
You see him. He wants it.
yeah,
Feed him the rock. This is a young man that gets stronger as the game goes on.
yeah, he's awesome. Just having a huge year behind a great offensive line.
Boy, what a momentum swing.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah, that was big. Gonna keep it right here, and here he comes the other way, and he will get in basically almost untouched. Touchdown, Choctaw. Keller walks into the end zone, and just like that, Choctaw up big now, 13-0 with another chance at the extra point from Sam King.
Yeah, you see it right here. Just extremely easy running outside.
Yep.
They're all ramped up inside, and got ourselves another Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown.
Boy, you know, that thing sure turned fast. Fort Walton Beach trying to move it, but the terrific interception there taken down to the 10.
Well, again, if he catches that football, if he's able to clear the linebacker, there's nobody out front.
Yeah, that was going to be a big play. Sam King gets it up, gets it in, and it is 14-0. And Carter Bainbridge, of course, our sideline reporter, been doing a fabulous job all year. It's the Herd Real Estate Sideline Report with Carter.
Well, guys, so far this year, one side of the ball for Choctaw has dominated headlines and opponents on the field. That's the Indians' defense, which just locked down that interception that led to a quick score. This is a unit led by former NFL defensive back for 7 years, Terrence Brooks, who has coached this unit into allowing just 11 points per game. So far this season, the Indians have shut out 3 of their 8 opponents. Quarterback Carter Morocco told the Northwest Florida Daily News this defense has his vote for best in the state. And he commented that it makes the offense that much better having to practice against them all week long. So far, these Indians have looked fast on defense, and they look as advertised, helping lead the Indians to an early 2-score lead. Guys?
Thank you, Carter. Yeah, they certainly have looked good on defense, including that terrific pick moments ago that led to a near immediate touchdown. And Fort Walton Beach, all of a sudden here, still with 4 minutes to go in quarter number 1, finding themselves down 2 scores against a pretty darn good defense in Choctaw.
Yeah, we talked about it. This is a team that their first 3 games gave up 7 total points, and then gave up 20 to Pine Forest, lost to Niceville, gave up 19 to Arnold, a shutout against South Walton.
And this is an onside kick, folks, and it's recovered. Did it go the 10 yards? Because if so, this is going to be Choctaw ball. Officials want to talk about it. By the way, I want to give credit earlier that pick. I believe 34 who made that great play is Tristan Jackson. So well done, Tristan. That was an impressive play you made earlier. Meanwhile, we're finding out if, in fact, they're going to give Choctaw the ball here. Did it go the distance?
They're going to say
No,
Fort
Walton
Walton.
Beach gets it, so it did not.
Boy, I don't know if the referees were 100% on that. They were all looking at each other like, yeah, did you see it?
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Well, either way, it worked out. It worked out well for Coach Clayton and Fort Walton Beach. The last thing they needed was yet another opportunity for Choctaw to score. But how about Coach Beasley going? Look, here's another look. Here. Let's see.
Fold our camera a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Jeff, I don't think it did. I don't know that it did. I mean, it looks like there you can see he's past it, the player, but it looked like he may have touched that ball when it was about 9.5
yards. But did they throw a flag? I didn't see any flag. If there's no flag, there's no penalty.
Interesting. Do you want me to go get the ref and bring him up
we
here
should
to
probably
explain it?
We just get him on the horn real quick.
Keeping it on the ground and picking up a couple there. Hey, but how about Coach Beasley after the 2 touchdowns going with the onside kick?
Hey.
Wow.
Going for the dagger.
Yeah, I was going to say, some aggressive football early.
But here we go. Same story, different game. For Fort Walton Beach, playing from behind,
Yep.
you're going to have to throw the football more. Look, their defense did really well last time, so there's a little bit of hope there. But again, you've got to find a way to put some points of your own on the board.
And that's Anthony Gassaway, I believe, right now playing quarterback. So an early switch here. And that ball's on the ground, still on the ground.
And it's
and picked up by Choctaw, and he may be gone. Are you kidding me? What a turn again, another big turnover. And that is down into the red zone. Alante Reese, the junior, with an incredible run back. And they didn't need the onside kick. They end up getting the fumble recovery, and they are in business again.
When Gassaway's played quarterback in this little wildcat kind of system, he's thrown it a little bit. But right here, just a missed handoff.
Yeah.
Never really got it in his stomach there. Almost like a miscommunication. Is the back, which was number 34. That's Jareem Earl, who is their second back for him. Just not on the same page as Gassaway. Just a big mess right now for the Vikings.
Sure is. Back-to-back possessions have led to turnovers that set Choctaw up in the red zone. And I'm talking well into the red zone. The first time down at the 11.
Sportsmanlike conduct. Choctaw. 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, this time around, they I don't think will be in the red zone because they, as you just heard, are going to lose yardage on the unsportsmanlike conduct. Jeff, that's their second of such penalties. That's, granted, it's so far looking like their night, but they got to clean that up. There's a lot of football left in this season.
Yeah, you see Coach Beasley's not happy.
No.
Not happy at all. He is not in agreement with these referees. And I'm telling you, I know that what the referees are trying to do. They're trying to police it before this gets out of hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead and nip it in the bud right now before it becomes a problem.
Yep.
But, hey, you know what? It's a rivalry game. Guys are ramped up, and I'm sure Coach Beasley's talking about that. And there's some ticky-tackness going on, but, hey, nonetheless, Choctaw getting the turnover again here.
Yeah.
What Carter mentioned, they're talking about that defense being best in the state. That's coming from their own players right there on offense. You're seeing it so far tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, the pick was awesome. That was Tristan Jackson. And then a moment ago, Reese with the big-time run back here. And here comes this offense, and there he is. It's Keller who's got his legs moving, picks up a couple. Nice defensive play, actually, though. And that's number 60 for Fort Walton Beach that slowed him down, Philip Dillard. We'll be talking about him at halftime, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and Choctaw is just A-OK with milking this clock, running the football, getting whatever they're given right there, and wearing this Fort Walton Beach front out.
And Keller did pick up 4, so second down and 6. Rocco trying to get him to jump there. Okay, here comes Keller again. It's another huge hole. Forget it. Oh, man, the shoestring tackle. But it's going to be first and goal. That's number 5 for Fort Walton Beach. I believe that was Jefferson who made the stop. But it's going to be first and goal down at the 5 after a 21-yard run there.
Yeah, Jamal Jefferson, see him right there, grabs a hold of his foot, takes him down. But here we go.
Well, Jeff, listen, kudos to you. You talked about it in the open about this very impressive offensive line, 4 seniors and a junior. And they're just giving Keller and Morocco these huge holes.
Yeah, it makes it really easy back there when you've already got a couple talented sophomores.
Here comes Keller again. He's not going to be able to get into the end zone this time as Fort Walton Beach is ready. And maybe goes down to the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a yard. It'll be second down and goal.
Something to think about for Choctaw. We talk about Coach Beasley going for the dagger here. And this is a team that needs to win handily as well. Next week, they've got their work cut out for them going on the road at Enterprise. If you know Enterprise, big 7A school over in Alabama. Pretty darn good squad over there. Had some issues lately with their coach being suspended for illegal, I believe, recruiting. You know, whatever. Not going to get into all that. It's still a darn good football team. So, hey, if they can win these 2 games handily, they could find their way number 1 in the region.
Morocco rolls out wide. Had his man in the end zone. Dante Core, the receiver there, not able to hold on to it, though. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Another look here, as you can see, Morocco rolls out.
Good throw.
Yeah. That's close, but not quite. So 3rd and goal now. Late in quarter number 1, down to 1:20, 14-0 Choctaw. It has been all Indians tonight so far.
Looks like Coach Beasley wants a timeout right here.
Yeah, wants to chat about it. It's 3rd and goal. So Jeff, I know you'll look up a score or 2 for us, as we are so late in the season. We know that these games mean something all of a sudden with playoff implications on the line. Does anything stand out to you?
Yeah, we got no score right now. Remember, this is a 7 o'clock game, so some games are just now getting underway at 7:30. Niceville and Milton is one of those games. So Milton's got another tough test tonight at home. Pine Forest and Escambia tied at 7 in the first quarter. Tate up on Crestview 14-0. That's a district game, by the way. Tate desperately needs to win that game and win it handily. Booker T. Washington had them a few weeks ago. Well, they're at home against Destin. I believe that is senior night for them. Pace and Navarre, no score. I believe that just got underway. Pensacola and West Florida. PHS has been the darling story. They don't have the great record. They're much improved this year. But that's a team that took, by the way, Phillip Rivers, St. Michael Catholic, one of the top teams in 4A in Alabama. Took them to the wire, lost by 1 last week. Heartbreaker for PHS. Well, they're on the road technically. West Florida is the home team tonight at Blue Wazoo Stadium hosting the game. PHS down 6-7 early in the second.
Okay. All right, we're ready to roll here. It's 3rd and goal at about the 7-yard line. That's where Choctaw finds themselves here. After the fumble return. Morocco out of the gun. Keller back there with him, of course. Gonna throw it. Nice little lob to the end zone. He's got his man who had to jump over, but the flag comes in, and this may be DPI.
Yeah, the corner never got his head around.
Never turned.
If he does, he might have a pick of his own.
Totally. It was an underthrown ball, Jeff. It's a good point. But he just never looked.
Great job on the receiver, by the way, trying to high point the ball.
See this?
Defense, half the distance to the goal. Replay 3rd down.
All right. So they were about the 7, going to be halfway there now, but it's still 3rd down and goal. There you can see, yeah, way underthrown there. And number 21, Keelan Shy, the defender on whom the penalty was called. 3rd down. Again, it's time from about the 4. There's Keller, who will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Choctaw. And Keller now has his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Indians are looking tough to stop. Very impressive. So they'll come on for the extra point. This is number 20, Sam King. And Jeff, check this out. I don't know if you know this, but Sam is tonight's prep football final scholar athlete. So that'll be tonight, featured with Dan Shugart. And by the way, he plans to attend Brown University. Of course, that's an Ivy League school in Providence. So this kid getting it done. No wonder he's a scholar athlete on his way to Brown. And here he is for the extra point. And it is good. 21-0.
So what you're saying is, going to Brown, with the grades he has, football is probably just kind of fun, not really any pressure.
And oh, by the way, he's pretty darn good at that too, you know? He's got 3 points of his own tonight, 3 different extra points after the touchdown.
Love it.
Up 21-0. So he'll be featured later tonight as Dan Shugart brings you prep football final. And there you can see Mr. Shugart right there. That starts at 10:15. It's a 20-minute show, 10:15 to 10:35. Highlights from across Northwest Florida. Again, so many playoff implications. Should be a fun show. So catch that tonight with Dan and the gang.
You saw our Athletes Water fan cam right there. You see the Choctaw cheerleaders. Look, they packed the house over here at Choctaw tonight. One thing to notice, you see all these great views that we have, the great shots that we have on the field. Well, we've got Closets by Design sponsoring our School Spirit Award. What is that? Well, if you've got photos of the young ones out there, maybe someone playing in this game, your youngsters playing in a football game, no matter what it is, go ahead. If you're going out to the game yourself, take those pictures, go on WAR3's website, or you can go on the @mobile app, much easier going there. That's where I get my news. click in the left-hand corner tab, go down to chime in and submit those photos. Hey, you never know. Those could end up on Channel 3 News, or they could end up on any of the social medias.
Yeah, I saw some awesome pictures on Channel 3's social media. People having a good time at the fair earlier today on their Facebook page. So send those in. They'll feature you. They love to do it. As the kickoff is fielded down at about the 4-yard line. And once again, a pretty good return out to the 25-yard line, maybe even the 26 or so. And that's where Fort Walton Beach is going to get things rolling. That's number 27 for Fort Walton Beach, Raymond Sampson, a senior who had that return. And the offense comes back out onto the field. And, you know, Jeff, we talked about them playing from behind. Boy, they're doing it now. Still in the first quarter, down 3 touchdowns.
See Coach Clayton there trying to rally his troops. And they're just, it is tough sledding tonight. You know, just offense started to move the football a little bit. Again, that pick that they had, that Choctaw had earlier, if that young man catches that football, and it was a nice touch pass by Caden White,
That's
just
right.
didn't get enough. It was a great play, more of a great play on defense and a bad play on offense. You talk about Fort Walton may have a touchdown right now, but hey, all those are just a bunch of ifs.
Doesn't matter, right? And now a great defensive play there, and that's a couple of the Indians are back there. Number 25 is Isaiah Bush, the junior, making that stop.
You're seeing Choctaw, they're just selling out for the run. I mean, these guys are good. They are extremely talented across the board right here. They are daring you to throw the football. And even if you do try to throw it, they're saying, well, you're not going to have enough time to get it off anyway, so it doesn't matter. So they're going to go man coverage across the board there. But, boy, you're seeing where Fort Walton has had to throw the football more. This is why.
That was a loss of about 6, so second down and 15 or 16 here. And you can see we're down to 20 seconds in the quarter, so we'll see what happens. This may be the last play, unless it's an incomplete pass. As he's going to throw it again high.
Oh,
and the
boy.
Receivers got kind of tangled up, but there is a flag that comes in, so I think we may end up with a pass interference here going against Choctaw. 4 players, 2 on offense, 2 on defense, just got tangled.
Just that's just a big mess.
Yeah.
And luckily Fort Walton gets bailed out on it.
Yeah, they sure did, because I don't think that was going to get caught, but it doesn't matter here. If we get a chance at a replay, you'll see that all 4 of them were just kind of doing a tango there.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
All right, so remember, it was second and long, about 15 or 16.
Check this out
10
top of
yards
your
here.
screen.
Yeah, there you can see all 4 of them right there.
And it's like the safety coming down holds the number 10 going across for Fort Walton.
Owen Davis. So now second down and 5 after the penalty. 11 seconds left here, quarter number 1, Friday Night Rivals. Throwing it out wide here. Oh, and he runs into his own man, but still a heck of a job there by a Choctaw defender there. But that's Jamal Jefferson who makes the catch. He's not going anywhere, though, and that is how the quarter will end. And this quarter, number 1, boy, it was all Choctaw. They are up huge on senior night, 21-0 when we come back. Third down for Fort Walton Beach.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're back and glad you're with us. Quarter number 2 about to begin. As you can see, Choctaw had a big first quarter, up 21-0 now, and it's 3rd down and about 6 for Fort Walton Beach. Gonna break outside and get close. The ball comes out again. I think maybe it either went out of bounds or he landed on it. There's another flag down though, so we'll see what that is. It's gonna be real close as to whether he got enough yardage to pick up the first, but that flag may change everything anyway.
Looked like it was close to a horse collar, kind of where they grabbed him and slung him around. Not really sure. Tough to see on the far end of the field.
Yeah. Let's see what this call is. It's big.
Horse collar tackle. Defense, 15 yards from the end of the run. That results in a first down.
All right, good call, partner. So that's going to be 15-3, automatic first down now. And Fort Walton Beach and Coach Bobby Clayton will take it as that puts them out near midfield. In fact, not near it. They are exactly at the 50-yard line.
Well, you know, Derek Diamond does all the stats for us.
Oh, yeah.
The numbers you're hearing, they all come from him, not us. The numbers would not be the same if it came from us. So gave us an update in the first quarter. Choctaw, 107 yards of offense. Fort Walton, 4. Not a recipe for success.
No, it's not. Gonna drop back and throw it long, trying to get a lot more than 4 right here, but it's just thrown way beyond. And that's incomplete. So Coach Clayton, we know he does love to sling it. Back when he was at Gulf Breeze, we saw them throwing it all over the field, trying to do some of that here, but it's just thrown way too far there. Good 5 or 6 yards
You
pass.
can see the grab of the jersey right there at the end on the sleeve. Both of them kind of hand fighting a little bit, but that ball was not going to be catchable.
No.
Good no call.
Caden White, your quarterback for Fort Walton Beach, 2nd down and 10. Still sitting at the 50-yard line. Fort Walton Beach needs to get something going. I mean, forget points. They just need some kind of a drive. It feels like they can move the ball. We haven't even seen that yet tonight. 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground this time, and that's a nice little gain of about 5. It's Gasaway who had the carry. So it'll be 3rd down now. And right at 5, it looks like. Jeff, at the 45-yard line, is this 2-down territory?
I think down 21-0, it's 2-down territory. Yeah, for sure. If you're anywhere near the 50, you just got to try to find something.
Yeah.
Because your defense right now is showing no signs of really being able to stop these guys. And they're kind of wearing you out. You're not, look, Fort Walton's not exactly deep.
Wilbur in motion, but they keep it on the ground, and nice little second effort there. It's not enough for a first down. Gasaway picks up a couple, I think, so it's going to be 4th down and about 3, and we'll see what happens here for Coach Clayton and his Fort Walton Beach team.
See, Coach Clayton still trying to establish the run. He knows they're going to have to run the football at some point to have some success tonight.
Early goings here, quarter number 2, and a big moment. Fourth down, big play right here. Trying to get him to jump, get the free 5 and take the first down. Doesn't happen yet. Down to 1 on the play clock, and it looks like ultimately they called a timeout. So it's going to be 4th down, and I think they want to talk about things here, Coach Clayton. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt it away? We'll find out together in a couple minutes.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, so Coach Clayton has thought about it and decided instead they're going to punt. So 4th down and 4 now, and Fort Walton Beach will be punting the ball away. Hugh Boudreau back at the 10-yard line. for Choctaw. And he looks like we'll get a chance as he walks back. Nope, doesn't. Goes over his head and into the end zone. So it's a touchback, and Choctaw offense coming back out on the field. They have been very tough to stop, and you know that Coach Beasley would love to keep this thing rolling and score yet again, go up huge as they're already up 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, a couple scores for you.
Yeah, what do you got?
Pine Forest and Escambia, it's still tied at 7. Pace up 13-0 right now on the road at Navarre. That is a district game. Pace can go undefeated in the district if they win tonight. That'd be huge for them, obviously, and they'll get to host a first-round playoff game.
Huge.
Even better for them,
yeah,
especially after how last year happened. Niceville Milton, no score in the second quarter. Milton, holding tough.
Okay.
Tate up 21-0 at home against Crestview. Another district game right there.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff there. Yeah, Milton trying to hold on there with Niceville. We'll be at Milton next week, by the way, as, good-looking play there. Rolls out, great second effort there, and that's just well done across the board. And I believe that may have been backup quarterback Zebatakis. Help me out, was it? Yeah, sure was. Yeah, it was a nice throw there. So that's going to be enough for a Pensacola State College first down.
Zebatakis comes in 7 of 18, 145 yards. No touchdowns and an interception this year.
So you wonder if Coach Beasley, just knowing that there's a lot of football left to be played here over the next few weeks, doesn't want to risk injury. Or maybe something else is going on. Not sure why he's made the change, but Zebatakis says, that's fine, I'll throw it. And it's completed, just a heck of an effort. Oh man, wow, amazing second effort there. Great redirection there by Aaron Rowell, who changed his move and ends up pulling it in. Wow.
And Rowell's their leading receiver. He's got 11 catches, 264 yards, averaged about 24 yards a pop. And you see right there why he averages 24 yards a catch.
Oh, he was getting held too.
I mean, just great concentration, turning around. First off, turning your eyes, losing the football to turn around and catch it again.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Wow, what a play. Gosh. So backup quarterback here says, hey, put me in, coach.
How about it?
That was a 40-yard bomb. Keeping it on the ground this time around and getting out wide. A nice tackle there. And that is number 8, Keeson Hines Wheeler on the carry. So Keller not in the game right now. That's also true with your starting quarterback, Morocco. Looks like Keller may be back.
Keller is checked back in.
But still Taman Zebatakis in at quarterback. Second down and about 5 after the nice gain on first. Inside the Synovus red zone by about a yard. Zebatakis going to throw again. He's going to throw over the top, and he had his man. Touchdown! How about this? Golly! Incredible. Taman Zebatakis comes in, throws the ball 3 times. One's a 40-yard play, one's a touchdown. Wow.
Keeson Hines Wheeler, great job going up and getting it over the defender as well for his second touchdown on the year. Boy, Zebatakis, you're right. You know what? This it's senior night out here tonight, but it might as well be junior night.
Seriously.
He's throwing the football all over the yard.
Yeah, that was impressive. Okay, so my goodness, now 27-0, and here he is again, Sam King. He's 3 for 3 on these EPs tonight. He'd love to go 4 for 4 right here. It's up, and that was close, and it is good. So 28-0 is the score. Choctaw up huge. It's a 4-play, 80-yard drive. Even I can do the math. 20 yards of play on that drive, and they're up big. When we come back, Fort Walton Beach has another chance, but they're in some trouble now.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we are back, and there you can see Patrick Keith Strength Complex. And Jeff, interesting story, really nice story that you saw about that young man.
Yeah, this young man graduated from here in 2015, went on to go play at the Citadel, by the way. And in 2020 was diagnosed with brain cancer. He was known as such a great teammate, just did anything for everybody. And when he was diagnosed, he kind of had a feeling this was going to happen at some point. But he said, listen, don't give any gifts, no flowers, no nothing. I want you to donate to the school. I want to build a weight room for these guys out there. And in 2022, when he passed away, they built this building and dedicated it in his honor. And man, what a cool.
Yeah, I mean.
And for something so unfortunate,
for
such a great young man,
such
had
a sad
everything
story
in front of him.
Yeah,
I mean,
and like you said, went to Citadel, was apparently just a great athlete, and obviously a really strong student too. So a very, very, very sad story. But what a young man to say that. Let's donate the money here, and now they've got him on the side of the building. Just an amazing tribute. So
yeah, absolutely awesome.
Yeah, good job by you to snuff that out, get that information, and get that story on the air. Meanwhile, back down here on the field again, Fort Walton Beach is out there now, but they're in real trouble. And you know, I mean, Jeff, I guess, look, this is no surprise. They're 3-5. We know that Choctaw's having a great year, sitting at 6-2. I'm a little surprised it's gotten this out of hand this quickly. Are you at all, or is this something maybe that doesn't shock you?
I didn't know how for real the Choctaw defense was, and that right now you look at the score and you say, man, the offense is fantastic. It's really been the defense that has turned the tide on this game and really just taken away every opportunity when Fort Walton Beach has had a shot.
And this time around, boy, he just refuses to go down. Heck of about a third and fourth effort there for number 27. That is Raymond Sampson on the carry. So, impressive run. By the way, if you're wondering at home, we do hear the yawn/werewolf that continues that.
Yeah, not real sure.
We don't know who it is. I thought it was you, Jeff. I thought I was boring you to death, and I was relieved that it wasn't you yawning.
No, I had coffee just in case that was.
Okay, yeah. You've learned. With Garmin on the mic, give me some of that coffee, the good stuff. Second down and 1 after that really impressive effort again from Sampson. Out at the 36-yard line. Oh, this time around though, Choctaw is ready and nothing doing. So
that's kind of in the story. They give up a play.
Yeah,
they turn around and get a tackle for loss the very next play.
You're right. Yep, we've seen that so far all night. Third down now, and about 4. 6:40 to go here in the first half, and that score is correct, 28-0. Third down, and like I said, we'll call it 3. Out of the shotgun to keep it on the ground, and that's going to be enough, I think, for a Pensacola State College first down. And I believe that was Anthony Gassaway again. Carries the ball throughout the evening for him. Caden White, your QB from Fort Walton Beach, handing that one off, and chains will move.
Number 25, Isaiah Bush, and number 55.
So it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. As it's 28-0 Choctaw, we're going to go ahead and grab a quick break ourselves. When we come back, Fort Walton Beach is down big, but they're moving.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we're back here with 6:18 to go. In the first half, Fort Walton Beach has a 1st and 10. They are down big out of the 38-yard line. 28-0 Choctaw. Week 10 here, Friday Night Rivals. And looks like it's going to roll out. His man throws a little behind him there, and that's Owen Davis on the catch, but not able to do much with it as Caden threw that ball behind him.
Yeah, number 34, Tristan Jackson on the tackle right there.
Picks up a couple, 2nd down and 8, and now at the 41-yard line is Fort Walton Beach. Clock continues to move here. That clock may really start moving in the second half. Remember, if
Watch it.
Choctaw goes up 35, we go to that running clock situation. 2nd down and 8.
You won't look at me, Derek, now. You said it.
Uh-oh. Play clock down to 0, and I don't think they got that one off in time. So 2nd and 8 is going to turn into 2nd a little bit longer.
They were trying to milk the clock, and boy, did they.
They really milked it.
5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
All right.
Oh, okay, real quick update here. I don't know if this is true or not.
Okay.
Because, again, this is not a shot at the Milton Panthers at all.
Yes.
They have had a struggling season
Yes,
this year.
yes.
Yeah, so far this year. They're at home against Niceville. Right now, my update says 3-0 Milton
Wow.
in the second quarter.
Boy, that's incredible. Man, if they pull that off,
That'd
that's
be
very
incredible.
impressive. Sure would be.
I'm sure either of these teams would love to see that.
Yeah, no doubt. 2nd down and 13, and a nice big run there for, I think that's Jake. Was that Gassaway?
That is Gassaway.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was a 4. All right, so he picks up quite a few, but it was 2nd and long. He does not get the first down, but it's close. It's 3rd down and about 2 now, so that's a big, big play there. Gassaway he's one of those players, Jeff, that you know he's going to get it, but he continues to get yards.
Yeah, you see running back, quarterback. He's also a middle linebacker,
Yeah.
so as a young man that's just used to keep going. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just
No
won't
doubt.
stop even when he's tired.
Yeah, just put me on the field and watch out. 3rd down now and about a yard out near midfield for Fort Walton Beach here. 4:30 to go.
I think Choctaw's going to back off a little pressure. Here it comes. Last
Oh.
second.
Oh, man, a second and really a heck of a job there. It's a first down. You know, he was in some real trouble, but just gave it a second and ends up getting the first down. Gassaway converts.
Just enough.
Yeah, watch this. So he's in some trouble, but just kind of waits a minute there.
Oh, little step back.
Yeah.
Hits him with the old dead leg.
Exactly. Well done. And right at the 50 now for Walton Beach as they're moving the ball a little bit. 1st and 10. Just under 4 minutes to go. Be curious to see when Choctaw gets the ball back if their starting quarterback Morocco's back in the game. 1st and 10 now for Fort Walton Beach. Midfield. And he's going to throw over the top, and he throws a really high ball. He's got his man. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you pull that in, and it's probably 6. Speaking of, 6 is Ja'Cory Reed, the junior. Had his man beat by 5 yards.
Yeah, and Amir Reese in coverage let his man get away. I almost thought Amir Reese for a second kind of held up thinking there was no
Just
chance that
gave
ball
up
was going
on
to be
it.
caught. And
Yeah.
that ball just hung up there. Yeah, you see him kind of like start jogging a little bit. That was almost disastrous for Choctaw.
There was. But instead, just a long fly ball. That's 8th play of the drive for Fort Walton Beach here, which is significant. They have not had any sustained drives tonight. This is about as well as they've done, sitting at midfield, 2nd and 10, down 4 scores with 3:36 to go. 2nd down and 10, as I said. Low snap there, keeps it himself, and taken down quickly is Caden White. So loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd down now. And 3:25 to go. You know Coach Beasley wouldn't mind getting his offense back out on the field. And if they can get a stop right here, they're going to have that chance. It's 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, poor snap. Great job by Gassaway just to get a handle on it. Yeah, Coach Beasley, love to get this ball back. We're in a 2-minute offense. Work on something right here with his boys.
Well, it's 3rd and 11, so they're going to get the chance. Big opportunity here for a defensive stop. Out of the shotgun is White. Goes right over the line there, throws it left, but it's a little bit high and it's incomplete. It's 4th down and long.
You see Coach Clayton going with a max protection, putting 2 backs in the backfield to help give his quarterback some time. And not a bad ball, just no completion right there.
Yep, so it's 4th down. And at this moment, that offense is still on the field. Looks like they may be going for this on 4th and 11.
Great job blocking.
Yeah, so big moment here because Choctaw is going to get the ball on the Fort Walton Beach side if they can get the stop here. Keeping it on the ground.
Look at
a huge
this.
hole. How about this?
Fourth and 12?
Fourth and about 12. A flag does come in at the last moment, but for the moment now, Gasaway has it, and that flag was well after the play, so I think it's going to stand no matter, but we'll get the official call here.
Boy, 4th and forever right
Yeah.
there. What's the call? It's a draw play.
Kidding.
How about that?
And worked. Big time play, 17-yard gain.
Sideline interference. Choctaw, 15 yards from the end of the play, first down.
Did he say timeline interference?
Couldn't really understand what
Okay,
he said.
got it,
but
okay. Well, either way. Oh, sideline interference. Thank
okay.
you, Jack Canavan, our director.
I thought he said time. Yeah,
Yeah,
time out,
yeah.
something like that. I was like, what?
Well, look, it's 15 extra yards on top of the big gain, and just like that, don't look now, Fort Walton Beach inside the Synovus red zone. Choctaw a little option here.
Oh,
Rolls
no.
out wide, but and the ball comes out, goes
blown
out
dead.
of bounds though. Wow. So, Jeff, that's one of those situations where flipping it that late, it's not going to work. You're just setting him up.
Yeah, you run your guy close to the sideline and everybody's already there. It's like, oh, you know what? You take it.
Exactly. He's like,
Gasaway's like, I don't want this thing.
What?
You held on
you
to
do
it.
it.
So, oh, thanks. I'll take
Yeah,
all 3 of these
thanks
guys.
for nothing. Ooh, man. I mean, Choctaw had a heck of a chance to get that. That was a loose ball. 17-yard line, though. 2nd down and 10.
Here, Coach Beasley yelling.
Yeah, you can sure hear him, boy. 2nd down and 10 now. Little slant route there. Look good, and that's touchdown. How about that? Owen Davis gets into the end zone. That's a great-looking pass on the slant. And before the half, Fort Walton Beach able to get in the end zone.
So Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming, but good for Fort Walton Beach. Put together a really nice drive there. Here's another look.
Yeah, blitzing linebacker. So what do you do with a blitzing linebacker? You throw it exactly where he came from, and that's where the wide open space came from.
A 12-play, 72-yard drive. Extra point is up, and it is good. And my goodness, 28-7 is the score with a minute 31 here in the first half. That's big for Fort Walton Beach. I mean, I don't know whether they can come back and get in this game or not, but they had to score, and they were able to do it before the half.
Yeah, again, a 15-yard penalty put them right there on the doorstep.
No doubt, you're right. That was on top. Remember, it was 4th down and 11. Gasaway got the big run, and then they got the extra 15 yards. So that worked out beautifully for the Vikings. Why don't we go down to Carter Bainbridge for another Herd Real Estate sideline report.
Well, guys, certainly a lot of intensity on display from both sides on that last drive. And now Fort Walton Beach getting back into this game. Certainly, nothing unusual for the game between Fort Walton Beach and Choctaw. This a rivalry that has been going on for over 50 matchups between these two, and no more intense than it was back in the 1990s when both these schools featured really competitive programs. More than once, the victor of this matchup went on to win state titles back in those days when these two teams were trotting out future professional talent like Danny Werfel and E.G. Green. Things a little bit more complicated tonight with potential playoff and clinching scenarios and whatnot, but the stakes at the end of this one will be the same as they ever have been for this rivalry. Bragging rights within the city limits of Fort Walton Beach. Guys?
All right, Carter, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Great job sort of setting the scene and giving us that historical content.
You think this game doesn't mean anything? You think Coach Beasley is feeling pretty darn good up 28-7? That shows right there he is hot.
No.
That with the way his defenses play, he wants shutouts, and he feels that he was kind of, Fort Walton Beach was gifted something there with some of those calls, but nonetheless, they've got an opportunity to get the ball back here.
It's another onside kick, and this time fielded nicely out to the 40-yard line. We've seen 3 different onside kicks tonight, so now that will mean Choctaw is going to get some nice field position, and they have been darn near impossible to stop tonight. So with just a minute 25, I would not be surprised in 2 timeouts if they're able to put something together. It'll be interesting to see. Remember that their starting quarterback was, I don't know if he was taken out of the game, if he's injured. We don't know why, but Carter Morocco played most of the first half, and then that last drive was Taman Zebatakis, who was very impressive, and he's coming back out on the field here He threw 3 different passes. They scored, including a touchdown pass, and he's back out there.
See all 3s in the backfield. That's Von Keller, talented sophomore back.
Yeah, Vaughn, number 33, and Zebatakis is 3. And Zebatakis is going to keep it himself here. Nice move, nice cut back, and ultimately goes down, but crosses midfield, a late hit, and this might be 15 extra yards.
It will. Just almost smack on the helmet, just unnecessary for Fort Walton Beach. And again, you get a big stop there, and you're trying to force them with about a minute and a half left, and you're going to give them 15 free yards. Not smart.
No, it's not. And I mean, he may be the second string quarterback, but he is more.
Personal foul, late hit, defense, 15 yards from the end of the run. It's a first down.
More than able. He's been impressive.
Watch this here at the end of the run. He's going to slide down. Smart, by the way. Get down.
Went down right there.
Boom. And then, yep.
Late hit.
Boy, that's
right into his head.
Like 0. That's Deshaun Simmons. That's a freshman linebacker, and that's a big freshman mistake by the young man.
No doubt about it. Carter giving us that historical context a moment ago. Choctaw won state in 1990. Incredibly, a year later, with Danny Werfel, Fort Walton Beach won it. That was 91. And then the Vikings also won the state title in 95. As he rolls out, and that could have been picked, was not. But between the two of them in that short span, 3 different state titles, 2 for Fort Walton Beach.
Just Zebatakis is going to, well, he's going to go back to the film room on Monday. He's not going to like this pass here. Double coverage right there.
First thing we've seen him do tonight that didn't look stellar. He's hasn't played a ton, but he's been impressive. Oh, so here's this is Dan Shugart's the best, man. He just keeps us up on what's important. He says that Zebatakis started earlier in the year but was hurt, and Morocco was 3rd string at the start of the year but has played really well, and that's how he ended up being the starter. But Zebatakis was playing earlier this season, as this is a great-looking run here from Keeson Hines-Wheeler, who scored a moment ago. But that does give us some context on Zebatakis, who's looked so good, Jeff.
Yeah, the fact that Morocco is the 3rd-string quarterback as well, and how well he's played.
And he's turned things around. Yeah, this is a team having a great year, and now very, very late in the first half, they may have a shot here.
Great blocking out front, and boy, number 15, Aaron Rowell, the senior wide receiver, springs him free.
Hines-Wheeler, also a senior, down to 44 seconds here. Going to keep it himself is Zebatakis. He's going to get out wide, and he's got some room, and he is going to get into the end zone. So now he's got one through the air, this time on the ground, and Choctaw able to get in the end zone with very little time on the clock. An impressive late half drive.
Boy, how about this? Just comes in, and it doesn't matter right now who's playing quarterback for Choctaw. Right. They are moving. By the way, watch the blocking out front. Von Keller gets ahead of them. Look at this. You're not going to even get a chance to touch him. Untouched into the end zone. Young man who was hurt earlier in the year, fired up to have an opportunity in this game.
And here comes Sam King. We've said his name all night. That's a 4-play, 60-yard drive, and that kick is good. Just like that. Now 35-7. You were saying earlier that Coach Beasley wanted that shutout. And I'm sure he's frustrated that they didn't get it, especially now as they're able to score so quickly with 31 seconds left. Remember, Fort Walton Beach won the toss and deferred, so they will get it first to start the second half. I doubt they'll try to do anything with it here in this last 31. Senior night, by the way, and real good senior night so far for Choctaw.
Yeah, Choctaw, remember, if you're just now joining us, 6-2, they are number 2 in the region. They're behind St. Augustine. Going to be tough to catch St. Augustine, but you win tonight handily. You turn around and go on the road at Enterprise. That's a big 7A school in Alabama that's pretty darn good. You win both those games, you are making a case for number 1. Doesn't matter. Look, the rankings and things like that in the region, you got to be top 8. If they win the district here, then they go ahead and they'll host a first-round playoff game. But for Fort Walton, coming into this game, they were number 10 in the region. They had some work to do, okay? It was going to take a lot for them to make the playoffs. But if they win against Choctaw, they turn around next week and win against Crestview, there's a pretty darn good chance they could sneak in as the number 8. So, not looking good now, but that's what these two teams are playing for. You would think a 6-2 team and a 3-5 team, not really playing for a whole lot other than rivalry. There's a lot on the line for both these guys.
That's really, really interesting, yeah. All right, 31 seconds to go here. Let's see if Coach Clayton wants to do anything or Maybe just slows things down to close it out.
What a tackle.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
run out to about the 26-yard line, and that was number 21, Keelan Shy.
And number 13, Jamari Onside.
Who said hello to him?
Yeah. We'll put him in the old blender.
Yeah. Puree. Looks like we've got another timeout here on the field. By the way, next week is our last week, and I know, it's how did that happen, right? That's going to be Pace at Milton, so hopefully you can join us for that one. And also, you know, worth noting, that's a 7:30 game, and tonight was at 7. We talk about that all the time because those of you who watch this, I know you want to know, when's this thing going to start, because it is kind of county by county. But in Santa Rosa County, mostly those games start at 7:30. I say mostly because Gulf Breeze usually starts at 7. But next week, it'll be Pace at Milton for the last week. Last day of the fair, Sunday. Last week of prep football coming up. Halloween, a few days.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Another penalty there.
All right.
Should I jinx it, Jeff, and mention that this week, unlike last where we had like 68 penalties in the first half, it's been a relatively clean
Yeah, let's
game.
not go back to that.
I know, that was rough.
Yeah.
I keep saying these things out loud.
Saw flags in my nightmares.
First and 10, but remember, down to 25 seconds here. Keep it on the ground. Oh, gosh, he's got some room there. Caden White keeps it himself there. Nice fake handoff, and he seemed to fool everybody. Gets out to the 40-yard line. Picks up 10 seconds, I should say. Picks up a lot more than 10. So we're at 14.5 as they roll out 10 seconds of the 25 there. Here's another look. Beautifully done. I think everybody thought they were just going to give it to Gasaway.
Yeah, good call. Coach Clayton and his staff. Let's just see what we can get here. Big chunk play.
Yeah.
Put on down the field.
So, you know, that at least makes it interesting here with it's 14 and a half seconds left, which isn't much, but picking up that many on first makes it something to think about.
You got to feel like they're not going to throw the football here, though, and chance an interception.
Yeah, chance of pick 6. You called it. Keeping it on the ground, Gasaway picks up about 7, and that will be the final play, I think.
Oh, you thought.
I should have said they called timeout. Did Coach Clayton call a timeout?
Did.
Wow. All right, so that's interesting.
Some quick scores. The update, Niceville up 15-3 in the second quarter on Milton. Pace up 21-0 over Navarre on the road. Pine Forest and Escambia still tied at 7 from what my update. That's been a minute since updated. Tate up 28-7 at home against Crestview. That's a big district game for them. They need to win. PHS up 20-14 on West Florida. That game tonight is at Blue Wahoo Stadium. Beautiful down there.
No doubt.
Saraland up 21-0 on the half on the road at Theodore. Anybody that knows Saraland, a pretty darn good team nationally as well. Got no update on Booker T. Washington and Destin, and T.R. Miller up 29-0 on the road at Bayside Academy.
All right, 8 seconds to go. So Coach Clayton calls that timeout. Let's see if why he did it. What's he cooking up here? We're gonna see
the old Bobby Clayton special, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was surprised. After handing it off up the middle, thought they were going to run it out. Let's see. Another slant route. That's what they scored on earlier. They have a timeout. They call it.
There it is.
Yeah, so that gets them down to the 39-yard line. That's a nice play, and they can throw it to the end zone now. That's well done. Good call by Coach Clayton to get that last time out, and certainly a good job here to put him in a position to at least have a chance.
Interested to see if Choctaw brings heat here, if they just drop 8 back to play a little center field. Speaking of center field,
yeah,
at the
we're
World
doing,
Series tonight.
Doing all these baseball references. You know who they need now? Hail Mary time. Get Aaron Rodgers on the field.
Oh, that's not a famous name right now.
No, I know, but he's really good at those Hail Marys.
He really is. And buying time just on that back foot.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Uncanny ability to complete those passes.
Man, this game last year was 41-0.
Right. Yeah. You heard Carter giving that historical context earlier, but in recent vintage, this has been Choctaw. Last year, huge win, obviously up really big tonight, 35-7. And we're ready here for what you would think, he said cautiously, would be the last play of the first half.
So Choctaw's going to bring 5.
Yeah.
Well, going to walk a backer up.
Caden White out of the gun. He is going to throw it. And he's just going to throw it long, and it's going to be all Choctaw here. It's going to be picked off. Not going to go anywhere with it. Back down to about the 20-yard line, but that is picked off by, I can't get his name. Oh, it's number 4. Thank you. Okay, that's Dante Core. And that is how the first half comes to a close. Here's another look.
Yeah, just heaves it up. If he caught it right there, he was going to have to be all by himself to have a chance to score. But Choctaw just waiting in place to get that interception.
And I know that Carter should have an opportunity here to talk to Coach Beasley in just a second, so that's great. We'll hear what he has to say after a very big first half. Why don't we now throw it back down to Carter Bainbridge, who's got the report with Coach Beasley.
Hey guys, we're down here on the field with Choctaw head coach Frank Beasley. Coach, your team goes into the half with a big lead here. What can you say about this squad's performance in the first 2 quarters?
Well, we've had a lot of penalties, pretty sloppy. We need to do some things better. Credit to them, they're playing hard. We knew it's a rivalry game, so it's going to be tough, and they're going to battle, and we're battling. So we just got to clean some things up with penalty stuff. But we're fortunate to have a 28-point lead, so hopefully we can build on that.
Well, in this latest edition of the game, that rivalry matchup, how do you guys keep the momentum going in quarter number 3?
We just don't have any letdowns. Keep pressing and doing the things that we're coached to do, and we'll move forward and hopefully keep scoring and keep stopping them.
All right, Coach, thanks and good luck in the second half. Guys, back up to you.
Keep storing, keep stopping. That's a pretty good recipe for success, and we've seen nothing but success for Choctaw so far. So it's halftime here, and it's the home team up big, 35-7. But the halftime report will begin as soon as we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals. Carter Bainbridge down here on the field with Choctaw Principal Michelle Heck. Michelle, great to have you with us. First things first, and what a night has been here with a packed crowd in a rivalry game. How have you been enjoying this scene tonight?
This is fantastic when you can pack the Joe Etheridge Stadium with a lot of fans, almost all green, but Fort Walton has brought all their fans. It feels great tonight.
Well, before we got on camera, you were talking very excitedly about tonight with this rivalry matchup and what it means to you in this town between Choctaw and Fort Walton Beach. What can you say about the game and this latest chapter and what's been such a historic rivalry between these two?
Absolutely. This is the game in our town that everyone looks forward to. The community, coaches, students, staff alike, families. So as you can tell, everyone comes here on a Friday night. But like you mentioned, this is a long-standing rivalry. we go back and forth. It's fairly evenly matched. There's a lot of bragging rights for our students and our players. Aside from that, principals to principals, we are great friends. Lindsay Smith over at Fort Walton Beach. So we try to make this a fantastic night year after year, and this isn't disappointing at all tonight.
Yeah, the result right now pretty good for the Indians, who are up big at half. We're here with Principal Michelle Heck at Choctaw. And Principal Heck, your son represented on this ribbon here on your shirt, a member of the team, this Choctaw squad that has performed so well over the last couple years, but again this year under Coach Beasley. What can you say about this team and what it means to you to see a family member out there as well?
Well, you're right. I'm a senior mom tonight, along with wearing my principal hat. But yes, very proud of my son, but proud of what Coach Beasley, who joined us 4 years ago, has done for our program, has reshaped it, clearly has put together a coaching staff that is second to none, and loves and takes care of our kids in the classrooms, on the field, does all the right things to grow our kids. But I will tell you, the program is extra special to me just because I have a son there. But I will tell you, all of our kids, 1,800 kids in this building, regardless of what program they play for or they're involved with, it's just special to me. When you're a mom and you're an educator at the same time, I don't look past the fact that I'm super blessed in every way of it. But I'm really proud of our coaches and our kids, and frankly our school and our community.
Well, I think the passion that you've shown here at half, and probably that you do all around campus every day, makes the ideal person to ask you this last question. If people want to learn more about this program or Choctaw just as a school, where can they go?
First of all Okaloosa County schools are fantastic, but if you want to know more about Choctaw, please go to ChoctawIndians.net. Follow us on social media, all the platforms. We're very active, but come by and get a tour. Come by and see what we're all about. We would love to have you. We're really proud of our Big Green Indians here.
All right, Principal Heck, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Enjoy the half. Guys, back upstairs to you.
Carter, thank you very much, and certainly thanks to Principal Heck, and believe her son is Thomas Heck, who is a senior and a wide receiver here for Choctaw as they're having a great night. Speaking of players having great nights, it is time now to tell you about our Scholar Athletes of the Week, and both players we're going to mention will be competing for a $5,000 scholarship from Panhandle Paint and Design. So that's really, really cool. And for Choctaw, let's say congratulations to Zachary Smith. Zachary, well done. It is so impressive. We know how hard it is to work inside the classroom at such a great school, and obviously you are getting it done on the field, and you're also doing so in the classroom. And we are very, very glad to tell you that you're the Scholar Athlete of the Week from Panhandle Painting and Design. That's well done. Meanwhile, for Fort Walton Beach, congratulations to Philip Dillard. We've called his name tonight already, as a matter of fact, and I know Philip is very, very proud as well to be the Scholar Athlete. Remember, both are now competing for a $5,000 scholarship from Panhandle Paint and Design. Congratulations to Zachary and Philip. Jeff, I am starving. How might I go about working on a problem like that?
Well, I've got just the thing for you.
I bet you're glad I asked.
Yeah, I probably won't share it with you, but it's fun. You have to get your own, and it's Fusackley's. Listen, our crew shows up. Yeah, they're here all day getting this set up.
And this stadium is steep.
It feels like it's a mile up to this booth, by the way. And that, they've been carrying cameras, all these different things. Look, a lot of moving pieces here. Well, you know what? They're hungry. They're starving. Heck, we're starving. We ain't even done anything.
I hear you, dude.
Fusackley's hooks us up every single week. A ton, like a 10 of tenders. These big serving, like
so much.
Yeah. So anyway, we've got fries,
tons of fries,
the crinkle cut fries,
yum.
the toast, all the sauces, and boy, you know, like the sauces, right?
I hear you, bro.
The jalapeno ranch.
Dude, I tried it last week.
Told you.
Let me tell you, plenty of places like to say something spicy, and then you feel like it's like a 2.
Yeah.
This was like an 8. They get after it. It was some spice to it.
They got great ranch. They add that jalapeno flavor to it. It is fantastic. Listen, you don't like that, that's fine. They got something for everybody. The Foo sauce, if you want to start out, that's great as well.
Good.
But again, Fusackley's, look, it's football season. You got a party you're watching. Even if, I know Alabama lost a couple games, you're still in the hunt. Okay, calm down, everybody. Could be an Auburn fan like me. But listen, us Florida State, Auburn fans, Florida fans that are struggling this year, go get us some Fusaklis, okay? Let's eat away our troubles and our tears and that. Fusaklis can hook you up with some tailgate packs for you. I promise you, if you show up to someone's house or a tailgate with Fusaklis, you'll be invited back.
Yeah, you're coming back every single day, maybe. So, what are you doing tomorrow? So
we appreciate Fusaklis every week for hooking us up all 11 games.
No doubt about it. So it's another great partnership, and we're glad that you all are with us for Friday Night Rivals. This, of course, is the Brownsville Welding Halftime Report, and it continues when we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Overton, pressure from Helton, sidesteps it. Now just going to heave it up, look into the far corner, tipped up in the air, caught by J.J. Bush! Touchdown, Bobcats, and Theodore wins it at the buzzer!
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
right, we are back. It's the Brownsville Ornamental Ironworks Incorporated halftime report. Certainly glad that you guys are with us. And Jeff, we like to do the scoring summary, and there was plenty of it in the first half.
Yeah, the Jeans Flooring scoring summary to be exact. And, well, there you go. To start off, that's Mr. Morocco coming in, the sophomore quarterback running the football. We talked about Mr. Vaughn running the football. Well, it was Morocco rushing the football to start off with, and, well, that's kind of been how tonight it's been for them. You see Vontavious Keller running the football for him, averaging over 7 yards a carry. You see that? Nice little, like, hey, that's just a little too easy, huh?
Yep.
And it was pretty easy. A lot has come easy for the Indians tonight. Again, Keller fighting hard for this touchdown, but for Walton, this goes back to Fort Walton offense turning the football over twice, putting their defense in a bad spot. I mean, just go ahead and make that pretty easy for them. And how about this? Christian.
Yeah, the backup quarterback, Taman Zebatakis.
Zebatakis comes in.
He back up tonight, but he did play earlier, as Shugar told us.
He was a starter earlier in the year, gets hurt, comes in, and boy, it just lights the Indians on fire in that passing game. We talked about their running game, and like a couple big-time penalties puts Fort Walton Beach in scoring position. Caden White throws a beautiful ball right there to Owen Davis for the touchdown. And finally they get on the board. It's 28-7 at this point. Well, Choctaw gets the ball back, and, well,
Zebatakis
takes
it in.
Run one in as well as throwing one. How about that? You see a little blocking up there, Vontavious Keller. And just about as easy it has been tonight for the Indians.
And that's the Jeans floor covering scoring summary. That's how we end up at 35-7. The halftime stats are interesting. Check out the total yards. Fort Walton Beach 119, Choctaw 132. Remember, after the first quarter, Fort Walton Beach had 4. So they had a lot of yards in that second quarter, but still what really matters is the point total, and they're way, way, way behind.
Well, something you don't see on there. Choctaw scored on 5 of their 6 drives, averaging a minute 21 on those scored drives.
Incredible.
Time of possession, Fort Walton Beach, 14 minutes, 15 seconds. Choctaw, 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Yet the score is 35-7.
Exactly.
Shout out to Derek Diamond for that stat, by the way.
He's the best. Been with Friday Night Rivals since day one back in 2014. Glad you guys are with us tonight here live from Choctaw. The second half getting underway when we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're back, and certainly glad you are with us. Halftime continues, but the clock is down to about a minute or so. So we're going to be getting some football on the field here in just a minute. And, Jeff, something we should give them a shout-out for. This is really cool. We saw it last year as well. This is a rivalry we know, and these teams get after it on the field. But the two marching bands play the national anthem together. That's really cool tradition.
Really, really cool, unique experience. Again, these two schools separated by just a few minutes. So, absolutely love to see that. We've had some great bands this year as well.
Sure is. So, you know what? Good news. We've got Coach Clayton from Fort Walton Beach now on the sidelines with Carter Bainbridge.
And now, get on your feet for the one, the only, the Choctaw.
Well, guys, we're back down here on the field here at Choctaw with Fort Walton Beach head coach Bobby Clayton. Coach, your team enters the second half with a deficit. What do you want to see from your guys in this third quarter?
Man, don't quit. Keep competing. That's what I challenge them with in the locker room. Yeah, I mean, everybody in that locker room is upset, and we're not playing very well. Choctaw's good, and we knew that coming over here. But I want them to keep competing, keep getting after it, and that's what I'm looking for them.
Well, if you had to identify one key to taking back momentum in this third quarter, what would that be?
Man, every time they catch every momentum. Like I said, man, they're good. They got some good players. They got a good team. They're doing a good job. We're not executing and not doing very well, and we got to get better at what we're doing, and hopefully we do that in the second half.
All right, Coach Clayton, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Carter. Appreciate that. Boy, Jeff, the body language there from Coach Clayton kind of said it when Carter asked him, what can you do to regain some momentum? And his body language simply said, gosh, I don't know. I mean, that's not what he actually said, but it's kind of what it felt like here. So we're going to go ahead and take one more break here as the bands are still on the field. So when we come back, we should be able to rock and roll, bring you some football here.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We are back. The bands have pretty much cleared the field. Still a couple of folks, a couple of stragglers there walking off now, but there you can see the Choctaw football team making their way to the sideline, and then in the distance you can see the Fort Walton Beach team as well. So, Jeff, you heard Carter ask Coach Clayton, is there anything you can do? And obviously it's a tall order. They're having a tough night. Choctaw's a very good team. They do get the ball first. They did play even with Choctaw yardage-wise in the second quarter. The score wasn't anywhere near even, but they did actually move the ball a little.
Yeah, they did. It was a couple turnovers. Choctaw, we talked about earlier, Carter had mentioned the defense, how good they were. And
right.
Obviously, the Choctaw offense recognizes how good this defense is. It also makes them better. And you saw that. Look, Choctaw got some short fields on offense, and it was nice and easy. Fort Walton couldn't do much about it to stop them. When your team has the ball inside the 30, it's tough, especially against a really good offense
for sure.
that can run it down your throat and just wear you out. And that's what you saw in Choctaw. So we'll see. They got a chance to put some points on the board. And again, remember, there's a chance if Choctaw scores here and they go up 35, it's a running clock. I hate to say that, but you got to think for Fort Walton, they do not want to be a part of a running clock 2 years in a row.
To your rival.
Yes.
Yeah. You're so right. You're so right here. The crosstown rival, not even crosstown. It's here in Fort Walton Beach. Both schools pretty close to one another, actually, as it's the Athletes Drink, Athletes Water fan cam. And if you are a Choctaw fan, you've got a lot to celebrate, that's for sure, as it looks like you're going to move to 7-2 tonight. And you know that you were saying, Jeff, how much you wouldn't want to have the running clock on Fort Walton Beach's side. You know Choctaw would love to do it back-to-back years. They have a chance, but they got to get a stop right away here as Fort Walton Beach will get the ball first.
Yeah, we heard in senior night, one of the Choctaw players, their thing was the running clock against Fort Walton Beach, their senior moment.
Yeah, he said that was his favorite thing.
We were walking down.
Yeah, that was very
wild.
funny. And we are ready to roll. It's the Emerald Coast Granite and Tile kickoff. Fielded back around the 5-yard line. Some nice coverage there from Choctaw, taking down around the 25-yard line. So that's where your Fort Walton Beach drive is going to get rolling here.
See Coach Clayton, his squad, the message was don't quit. Keep playing hard. And obviously they know they're not playing well. And you know, I like that he said, listen, there's a lot of guys upset. They're ticked off.
Yep.
And sometimes you can turn around, and that's what you need. Put your back against the wall here. Listen, we don't have anything to lose, fellas. We're getting embarrassed out there right now, so this is purely about pride.
Well, here they come, and quarterback Caden White, the junior, running the offense here for Walton Beach. And we know Anthony Gassaway, of course, in the backfield, gets his hands on the ball most of the time. 1st and 10. Drive will start at about the 24. Got to keep it himself. No ups. Check that. Does hand it off. Picks up maybe a yard or two, and I believe that was Ramon Sampson on the carry. See if he even got a yard out of it. You have to see the stick move. Here's another look. I'm not sure that he did. 2nd down now. As you'd expect, pretty good crowds for both sides here. This is the place to be tonight in Fort Walton Beach. It's the game.
Love it. Simple. The game.
Yeah, it's cool. I think if you say that in this town, everybody knows exactly what you're talking about. Keeping it on the ground again.
Oh, boy,
and this ball
they
comes out, and it's going to be recovered just like that from Choctaw. And a turnover to start things off. That's number 32 for the Indians on the recovery, Boston Murray.
Man, oh, man, this is the worst-case scenario. Fort Walton Beach gets the ball, and you see it just punched out right there. And I believe that was Tristan Jackson, number 34. We called his name quite a bit tonight.
Had a great pick earlier.
Boy, coming up big right there. Not
Coach Clayton.
Gassaway just having the ball knocked loose.
Whew. Coach Clayton looks frustrated. 1st and 10, and yes, indeed, we're going to see once again number 3, Taman Zapatakis, will stay in at QB here for Choctaw, and he's going to get some great field position for this drive, starting at the 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and of course, no surprise to see that the first carry of the half goes to Von Keller. Having a big night, having a big season. Jeff, you pointed out, averaging more than 7 yards a carry. His offensive line has been giving him some big holes all season. Not so much this time around. Picked up maybe a couple.
It looks like a blocker was just a hair late coming across right there and allow the Viking to make the tackle.
So 2nd and 9 there, as he only picked up about a yard here. Great break for Choctaw. You know, they did not get the ball first, but immediately Fort Walton Beach fumbles it, and the Indians find themselves in a great spot early. Chance to go up 35, and he's going to throw. He's got his man all alone, and this could be fighting down to the 3-yard line. That's another great play. We've seen a lot of them here, and that's Keeson Hines-Wheeler having a big night. Zebatakis can really throw the ball. He's having a good night as well. 1st and goal.
Yeah, what a combo. Zebatakis to Keeson Hines-Wheeler. Love the names, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
Keeson Hines-Wheeler just seems like a fantastic wide receiver name you'll be talking about on Sunday.
That's, yeah, you know why? Because it makes you think Hines Ward.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking like Hines Ward out there tonight.
No doubt. 1st and goal. 9:53 to go, early in the 3rd quarter. Zebatakis going to hand this one off and trying to get out wide, and I think this may be enough. Touchdown, Choctaw. Here we go again. That's a beautifully executed play, and Jadarian Edwards gets into the end zone this time around. 41-7.
Yeah, Edwards looking for a block, looking for an opening there on a little jet sweep across, and says, you know what? There's nothing doing right here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this outside and outrun everybody to the edge.
Yeah, that was beautifully done. So now Sam King is on for the extra point, and this is a big extra point. He makes this, they go up 35. The clock will run. I said it. I said it. Does the clock run? We find out now. It's good, and they're up 35. So not great for Fort Walton Beach. You hate that, but remember they had the running clock last year against Choctaw, as the Indians have just been running all over them, and they're doing it again tonight. Now 42-7 is your score. That was a very impressive drive there. Took a minute, 22 seconds is all it took. With that, we're going to take ourselves about a 1-minute break. We'll come back and see if Fort Walton Beach has any answer.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
yeah, they're having a good night. It's the game, and if you are a Choctaw Indian fan, you're having yourself a night, and now a 2-year run, as they've got the run rule going against Fort Walton Beach, now up 42-7.
The run rule.
Yeah, I'm doing nothing but baseball terms
Okay.
tonight. It's a nod to the World Series.
Yankees up 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Top of the 6th last I saw.
Gotcha. I had not seen that.
I'm a big fan of hoping that they both lose as a Braves fan. Throw that out
I
there.
hear you, bro. I hear you. Braves got the playoffs, but then like within an hour they'd been eliminated. That was such a bummer how quickly that happened.
They forgot to show up.
Yeah, they had to work so hard to get in. Kickoff here. And this may get out of bounds. No, it doesn't get out of bounds. Gets into the end zone. Touchback. And again, remember that because now Choctaw's up 35, that clock will not stop except for obviously during timeouts or injuries.
A couple scores around the area. Niceville, obviously both these teams would probably love to see Niceville lose. Not going to happen tonight, folks. 29-3 over Milton right now on the road. Pace up 28-0 against Navarre on the road. Pine Forest 7, Escambia 14 at home. PHS and West Florida playing at Blue Wahoo Stadium tonight. PHS up 20-14 at half, and Tate up 35-14 at home against their district rival Crestview.
Appreciate the update. Of course, you can see the highlights from those games tonight on Prep Football Final, 10:15 on WEAR with Dan Shukar. We're ready for action here. Caden White wants to throw it, but he is ultimately going to be taken down there as he was not able to find anybody, and that's a nice tackle. Might have just crossed the line of scrimmage, or actually might have even lost a yard. So it's going to be second down now, and right at 10, maybe just past that.
You see just great coverage sack right there, and not allowing anything downfield to be open. Caden trying to move his feet because he knows the pressure's coming.
That's Boston Murray on the tackle. He had the fumble recovery a few minutes ago, so he's having himself a night as well. Seems like if you're wearing green, you're having yourself a night. Second down and 11. Keep it on the ground here. And that's Gassaway who picks up a couple. It'll be third down now and about 7 or 8 it looks like. 6:42 to go. That clock will just keep rolling, folks, as it should. You get a game like this, a blowout like this, it becomes more about let's make sure this thing ends without any significant injuries. I don't think we're going to see any comebacks tonight.
Very impressed with the defensive line for Choctaws. Look, they're not the biggest group. Those defensive ends are small, to be honest with you. But, boy, those guys are quick. They shoot the gaps and get in the backfield in a split second.
Third down and long. Keeping it on the ground again, but there you go. Just right on cue, Jeff. You're talking about that defense. So they get another big stop there. It'll be fourth down and long.
And it's always a host right there, number 6, Mario Alloway, the junior. That's another thing. You look at this Choctaw team, they've got some really good young guys. Fort Walton's got a lot of good young players as well, but for Choctaw to have the success they have with the young talent they have on the field, I mean, realistically, when you look at it, the really only issue they're going to have is replacing the offensive line next year. Now, I say that's probably the most important positions to replace.
Yep.
But the way things look, they've got the depth to replace them.
That's right. Got a sophomore star running back, sophomore quarterback who we've seen play tonight. He started as they kick on fourth and long here. Fielded over at the 45-yard line and goes out of bounds, and that's number 21, Hugh Boudreau, a senior. So the Indians coming back out onto the field. The offense here having a great night. A lot of productivity here.
We're going to flag tossed in there.
Okay.
After the play.
All right, let's see what that was. I actually did not see that. So looks like they might go against Fort Walton maybe. Let's see.
It was very casually tossed.
Just chatting it up, figure out what's what. Here we go.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Fort Walton Beach, 15 yards from the end of the run. Sorry, it's Fort Walton. Official timeout for a water break.
All right, so there you go. It's going to be 15-yard penalty against Fort Walton Beach, but we are at a water break, and so that's one of the few instances where the clock actually will stop.
It's so funny because obviously Coach Beasley's been in these officials' ears all night.
Yeah.
He made the wrong call or pointed to the wrong side, and immediately Coach just gets on him. He's like, "Yes,
Yes,
Fort Walton
sorry,
Beach.
it was
That's
Fort
my
Walton,
fault."
Coach. It's on me. You're right
I
there.
love it.
Coach has been all over him tonight. A couple times. He was pretty irate.
Well, we got plenty to give away here tonight in this big rivalry game. We've got our Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Player of the Game to give away, some extra hardware, and Boutwell Airmasters Sack of the Game. By the way, our big trophy we give away, you see it right there, Award Masters. This trophy's the real deal. If you follow us each and every week, you've seen that trophy over and over and over again for years. That thing is no joke. It's
awesome.
not a plastic piece of junk. This thing is heavy. Like, it's a fantastic trophy. So appreciate Award Masters. What a great job they do providing us with that trophy each and every week.
For sure. We appreciate that. Award Masters, thank you so much. Jeff, let me ask you this. Do you have, I'm thinking through it as you were talking about the award there. I've got a couple of people in mind for a potential player of the game. I know you may not want to give it away, but are you honing in on anyone?
I've got two guys.
Yeah, same here.
Two guys there could be three, obviously. But two guys one guy that I really want to give it to.
Okay.
But I got to see how this plays out.
Okay, I understand. Make us wait. I love it. Here comes Keller again, who has a great effort there. And boy, he is fast. Down to the 19-yard line. Impressive run there inside the Synovus red zone. The Choctaw offense will not stop.
You see Von Keller fired up right there as he knocked two Fort Walton Beach guys down, just delivering the blow. I mean, this young man, he is a load. He's a sophomore, by the way.
Yeah.
Rushed for over 1,500 yards. Over 1,200 yards this year. I mean, just continues.
16 of them right there. First down and 10 inside the Synovus red zone. And this time, Keller not able to get anywhere as Fort Walton Beach defense swarming and still swarming. It takes about 7 guys. He never officially went down. I always like it when the running back just won't go down no matter what. They blow the whistle. It's like, nope, you couldn't get me down. It is, though, a loss of a couple.
Von Keller is just such a casual runner.
Totally.
He makes it look so easy back there, very patient, tries to read his blocks. And listen, Choctaw's missed some blocks up front tonight. He kind of still just follows the play, doesn't try to do too much. And you know what? Sometimes it's better just to accept the loss than to try to run around like we've seen guys do and create a big play for the defense.
You know, I think, Jeff, when you're running with such success as he is all season, you're averaging 7 yards a play, you kind of get this mentality of, I can get out of it. I can get out of it. You know, and here he is again, and nice cut back there. It gets down to the 14-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 7, it looks like. But you do start to feel somewhat invincible when you're just having such a great year for a sophomore, too. Here's another look.
See the offensive line up front, creating a little bit of a lane. This is a Choctaw team. Next week, again, they'll go on the road to Enterprise, Alabama to play the Wildcats. Big 7A school up there, so they got their work cut out for them next week. And for Fort Walton Beach, they'll be at home against Crestview.
Goes over the top, but just a little bit too high. Oh, man. And Zebatakis knows he had him, too. I think he was frustrated that he threw that high.
I think his receiver kind of got hung up there as well.
That's Rowell, Aaron Rowell, the receiver there. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll see what Coach Beasley wants to do here. The 19-yard line, first down would come at the 9. No, check that, the 14-yard line. Sorry, first down would come at the 9. So it's 4th and 5.
Still 20 seconds on the play clock.
We've seen Sam King, the kicker here for Choctaw. He's had a great night, but going to keep the offense on the field here and try to convert. We've got Keller and Zebatakis in the backfield. They've had a great night, either one of them a threat. Zebatakis going to throw again into a triple coverage. It was picked off. Oh, man, and a lot of green in front of him, too. That's triple coverage. That was a dangerous pass thrown by Zebatakis and a great run back and great defensive play. Fort Walton Beach on the move. Big turnover there.
I mean, the coach before the game throws harder balls to pick off right there when they're warming the DBs
take
up.
Another look here.
Zebatakis just, look, that's young man. That's predetermined, obviously, in his mind. That's going to be one to go back to the film, and let's run this again.
Safety Miko DeLong, who made the pick there and runs it back to about the 23-yard line. So Choctaw was knocking at the door, but the Fort Walton Beach defense comes up with a big stop, big turnover, and the offense back out onto the field here. We're down to 1:05, 3rd quarter, as this clock has been rolling for quite a long time now. Coach Beasley, no doubt, going to have a conversation with Zebatakis and whether or not he should have thrown it. Jeff, you said predetermined. Did you mean that Zebatakis decided I'm throwing this no matter what, or is it more like that's the play, it's happening?
It sure looked like Zebatakis already knew who he wanted to go to in the beginning right there. So
yeah, gotcha.
Obviously, great job for Walton Beach dropping in, saying, listen, you're not just going to pick us apart like this.
Yep, they were ready for it. Big time. 3 guys over there.
Big 4th down play for him.
So 2nd down now and about 3. 25 seconds to go here, quarter number 3. Caden White will throw out on the wing, and it's going to be a pickup of maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2, I think. And we'll see if Fort Walton Beach gets off another play before the end of quarter number 3.
Sure doesn't look like it.
No, they may be just fine. Coach Clayton and his bunch waiting to get into the 4th quarter here, as it's all Choctaw tonight, and that is exactly how quarter number 3 is going to end. Right now, it's Choctaw Indians 42, Fort Walton Beach 7. We will come back with the 4th and final quarter of tonight's big game coming up next on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Well, they started without us, folks. While we were away, Fort Walton Beach ran a couple of plays for scrimmage. One was enough to pick up a 1st down, and then they ran it on 1st down and lost a yard. So now it's 2nd down and 11. But, Jeff, I think they were just like, let's just play.
Referees were not having our TV time out there
schmeevy
at the end of the quarter.
No,
so we'll have a talk with them, don't worry.
Devin, we'll let Devin handle that.
They don't want that.
No. She handles our interactions with the refs, and they keep it. And that's picked off, and this is going to be a pick 6.
Adios, amigo.
See you later.
To the house.
It's called icing on the cake. Dante Core will take it all the way in. Touchdown, Choctaw. The route continues now 48-7.
There's 3 flags at the top of the field up there towards Fort Walton Beach. So, and it's probably going to be against Choctaw. I think there was a obvious jawing going on.
Yeah. But if you're Choctaw and you're up this big, why do it?
You don't care at this point, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
You never want that to happen. But
no. Just, if I'm Coach Beasley, it's like, fellas, hush.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, so wow, but a huge play though, not to overshadow Dante Core's pick 6 there.
After the play, personal foul, offense, defense, those penalties offset. We have a try.
There we go, offsetting.
Okay. Yeah, offsetting penalties there. So time now for the PAT, and Sam King is back. Boy, we said Sam King's name a lot tonight.
You talk about, Zebatakis making that ill-advised throw. Well, you can't throw through the green jersey.
No, it's not.
It's unfortunate,
not doable.
Nonetheless, obviously, that's one. You're just trying to make a play there.
Sam King is up, and man, what a night he's having now. That's 7 for 7 on the extra points, and with 9:15 and rolling, Choctaw continues to just run things up here, and second year in a row, the route is on. If you're a Choctaw Indian fan in the rivalry game, boy, this is just going real well. We're not gonna take a break here, but I will take a moment to remind you to watch Prep Football Final tonight at 10:15 on WEAR with Dan Shugart and, of course, the entire crew. You don't see the rest of them, but Dan will be the first to tell you that he's not doing it alone. There's a lot of people working really hard to bring you those highlights. So our game will be over in plenty of time. It's only 9:06, and with a running clock, this one's not going to take too much longer. You can watch WEAR News at 10, and then at 10:15 catch Prep Football Final. That's coming up tonight.
Couple scores around the area. Tate 35 at home against Crestview. Crestview only 14, so looking like Tate's going to enhance their chances trying to make the playoffs. Squeak in that region right there. And obviously, we had them Tate versus Pace. Pace kind of blew Tate out, wasn't really close. Escambia up 14-7 on Pine Force, big rivalry there. Pace up 28-0 on Navarre on the road right there. And Niceville 29, Milton 3.
Okay. By the way, Jeff, check this out. Dante Core with that pick 6. Played for Fort Walton Beach last year, so made the switch, and then the ultimate revenge as he gets the pick 6.
A little bit of a revenge tour, huh?
No doubt, yeah. All right, we keep rolling here, as does that clock. 7:48 to go. Fort Walton Beach, oh, good coverage there. Wow, that's a heck of an effort there. Number 21 for Fort Walton Beach is Keelan Shy. He's been returning those kicks all night. He's had his chance because goodness knows Choctaw has been kicking off a lot with 7 touchdowns on the board. Shy not able to do too much with it there.
Well, for Fort Walton Beach, I mean, this is just, you see, oh, you got a flag out here, but for Fort Walton Beach on offense, this is try to build some momentum. We talk about pride. I think you're a little beyond pride at this point. You just want to go out and try to build some momentum for next week.
Yeah.
They had to win tonight. You would think they have to win next week to try to make the playoffs. Getting blown out like this is not going to help their ranking there in the region. As they come in number 10, you got to be top 8.
Personal foul, kicking team, 15 yards from the end of the run.
Another
First
personal
down.
foul. Golly, I got to tighten that stuff up. So, Jeff, the fact that the actual score of the game will come into play in terms of the rankings?
Yes. If Fort Walton Beach was to play Choctaw really close and they still lost, they could still actually get positive points on that.
Got it. Yeah, that's big. So the 15-yard penalty puts Fort Walton Beach in a good spot as they're out to the 39-yard line. That's a great place to start a drive. It's all academic, of course, but they'll take it, maybe put something together here. 42-point lead for Choctaw. Big night. Right up the middle go the Vikings. That is Gassaway. Gassaway gets his hands on the ball all night long. Terrific player. He's a senior. So his carries are limited late in his senior year, but he's been great for Fort Walton Beach.
And an update in Region 4A. Region 1 4A right here. St. Augustine was number 1.
Yeah.
And it looks like they will continue to be number 1 with a 63-7 win over 1-8 Ridgeview.
Gotcha. Again on the ground, and nice pick up there. It's going to be real close to a first down, and that was Dream Earl on the carry. It looks like he's just short. Third down and about 1.5 yards. 5:25 to go here. Jeff, I know you're honing in on your player of the game, and I'm looking forward to that announcement coming up after, along with the trophy ceremony, a sack of the game as well.
And plenty going on here in the game.
That's
here.
right.
Big rivalry game.
Third down now, third and about 1.5 yards here. It's a low snap, but it's handled nicely, and it's going to be Gassaway who carries it across the 50, and that will move the chains. At Pensacola State College, 1st and 10 for Fort Walton Beach.
Gassaway slow to get up.
Hate to see that.
That's a young man. Look, he is taking a beating this year, and just you see him continues to get up, finds a way, going to limp off. A young man that also plays linebacker.
Looks like they have the timeout on the field here, so that gives us one more chance to take, I think, our last break of the game with 4:54 to go. And
this is the game T-shirt they
oh,
sell out
cool.
there for these two.
Oh, I love it.
Uncross your arms, sir. Excuse me, you're on TV.
Well, that's really cool that they do that.
There you go. That's a beautiful shot right there.
They can see. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, this thing's going to close it out.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We are back with under 5 minutes to go here, and obviously you can see Choctaw up big, 49-7 here. That was the water break, which was one of the few things that stops the clock in a running situation. Tackled here, and I don't see a flag. Thought maybe he got his hands on the face mask, but I suppose it was the jersey. So a pickup of a couple here, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Fort Walton Beach as they've crossed midfield.
See Dream Earl trying to vie for that penalty. He's not going to get it here. Let's see what we got. Well, you can't really see much right there.
Tough to catch it. All right, 2nd down and 7. Sitting down at the 47-yard line are the Vikings. And you know, man, they'd love to get in the end zone one more time. Put together a really nice drive late in the 2nd quarter. 72-yard drive, as a matter of fact. Certainly the most productive thing they've done tonight. Another low snap here, and another big hole for Earl here, who crosses the 40-yard line, and it's going to be another 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. So the Vikings moving down the field a little bit right now.
Yeah, again, trying to build a little momentum.
Sure.
You know, this game is a wash at this point.
That's
you know
for sure.
that. Coach Clayton talked about it at halftime. His guys were upset. They were ticked off, rightfully so. You're getting body bagged on the field. I mean, you need to be mad. If your team's not mad, you need to get rid of them and find someone else. So it's a team, again, a young team. They've got a lot to build on. And, well, for Coach Clayton, I can guarantee you these guys will be fired up to play in their final game against Crestview next week. And this, again, keep an eye on both these teams going into next year as well with that young talent they got.
For sure. Caden White there going for all of it, but it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down now. We've seen him throw it long a couple times. One time had his guy, receiver, beating the defender too, but just out of his reach. It is the end of his fingers earlier in the game. There you can see White.
Number 26, you see him, Trevon Pride, the sophomore. One thing you got to tell that young man in the film room is turn your head around, because I tell you what, he could have had a big play right there.
Here comes Dream Earl again. He's having a nice little run here. Didn't say his name tonight. Didn't get much time until this last the 4th quarter, but he's been very effective as he picks up about 7 there, 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Earl, the 2nd leading rusher on the team, comes into the game with 247 yards. Making his case.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, obviously Gasaway, we talked about him. He's got 126 carries this year. You got to have a backup running back that can get you some really good snaps, and that's what Earl's doing all year long.
3rd down now and 3. And off getting out wide here. Turns the corner and we'll get it down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, I think. Yeah, just is for sure. So chains will move again. Fort Walton Beach keeps things moving. Under 2 to go. Now it becomes a question of are they going to run out of time before they get into the end zone, because that clock is not stopping.
And that is unless 27, Raymond Sampson running the football.
Yeah, he's had a good night. Had a few carries. There you can see Coach Beasley would love his D to come up big one more time. He does not want to give up any more than he already has, even though he's only given up 1 touchdown tonight. little option there, and that's well done. Nicely timed, but this time, oh gosh, the second effort. What an effort. My goodness, down to the 2-yard line.
So he's going to be down inside the 1.
Yeah, is he? Maybe so. Ramon Sampson with a great carry there. They had him stopped in the backfield. Late penalty comes on. Yet another flag. We'll see what this is with 1:15 to go. Clock still rolling.
Boy, if this is against Fort Walton Beach,
yeah,
it may have been when Sampson turned around.
He said something.
What he said,
Yep.
and just,
Yep.
oh my goodness.
That had cost him because it was going to be 1st and goal at the 1. So we'll see. I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike on one of these two teams. We're about to find out. And remember, the clock isn't stopping either.
Fort Walton Beach is going to call a timeout here to preserve some time.
Yeah, Coach Clayton wants to see. Hold on.
Fort Walton Beach, there's no flag on the play.
Oh. So they picked the flag up, and Coach Clayton wants his offense to have a chance to get in the end zone, and they're going to have that chance for sure, as it's down at about the 1.
Don't you have a feeling that the ref, the white hat went over and was like, hey, man.
Leave it alone.
Just stop.
Yeah, right. What are we doing?
Just let them have it, okay?
That's
kind of what it felt like.
Really nice effort there from Ron Sampson.
He said something that caused the flag.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Yep.
There's the flag. You said it. I mean, you see it. I mean, turns and says it.
You see the high five because they knew they had
they got him. Yep, 100%.
So that's probably what that was. They said, listen, don't do this now.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Let it go.
So it looks like they officially have marked at about the 2, maybe even the 3, it looks like. So they're not in the end zone yet with 51 seconds to go. And they do have 2 more timeouts. Coach Clayton wants to get in the end zone. It was no surprise he called that timeout a moment ago.
Gasaway's in the backfield.
And he's going to get his chance, and they're not going to give up the touchdown just yet. Okay, let it go, fellas. See if Coach Clayton calls another timeout.
Well,
man, this is
interesting. Hurry up and get to
the
line.
It's interesting. Like in a 49-7 game. This is a little bit of tension here. Like, are they going to get in the end zone?
They're going to hurry up and try to get this play off.
Yeah, and they get it off. And he keeps it himself and touchdown. Caden White is able to carry it in. So, Coach Clayton, you know he wanted that touchdown, and they do get it. Fort Walton Beach able to get into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. That'll make it 49-13. And
that will be all she wrote,
yeah,
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
going to be the last play because that clock continuing to roll. We'll see if they even kick the extra point. 3. Not sure that they will or not. Fort Walton Beach is trying, but that's it. Game is over, and are they going to kick the extra point? Nah, they're not going to. Game has come to an end, so it's a huge win for Choctaw. They call it the game. It's the crosstown rivalry, Fort Walton Beach and Choctaw. But tonight and last year, it was all Indians as they get big, big wins. Your final score tonight was 49-13. So that's how it ended, but there's still more of the story to tell when we come back. A trophy ceremony, a player of the game, a sack of the game, and a good night. Stay with us.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we're glad to have you with us. The game is over, but we're not quite done. Let's go back down to Carter Bainbridge, who I know has a very happy Coach Beasley.
Well, guys, we're down here on the field with Choctaw head coach Frank Beasley following the victory over Fort Walton Beach tonight. Coach, your team put together a really complete performance tonight. What was it that worked so well for your guys in this game?
We've been playing really good defense. Fort Walton did a good job running the ball a little bit at us, but we made some adjustment at halftime, shut them down. We created a lot of turnovers. Our guys did a really good job offensively of scoring points, so we played really well up front. It's a line of scrimmage game, so I'm proud of our guys.
Well, to win a game like this, it's called the game for a reason against Fort Walton Beach. It's a rivalry matchup with things on the line every single time you play. But to get a win for a second time in as many years in this kind of fashion, what does it mean to a group like this?
Yeah, no, we're really excited. This is actually our 4th win in a row over them. So it's a big win for our community. It's a big win for us. Super excited for our guys. Super excited for our fans. 2nd district championship we've won in a row. So we're excited about heading into the playoffs, seeing what we can do there.
Well, before the playoffs, you got that one last game. What is this week going to look like as you get ready for Enterprise?
You know, same as it's cliche, but same as it does every other week. We'll get ready for Enterprise. They're a really great football program, and we'll take our kids up there and see what we got, and get ready for the playoffs.
Well, appreciate your time, Coach. Again, congratulations. And in the spirit of trophies tonight, not only the winner of the game, but our most recent winner of our trophy here on Friday Night Rivals.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you guys do for high school football and promoting our sport. We can't say thank you enough.
All right. Again, Coach, thanks very much. Go ahead and celebrate.
All right, thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Carter, thank you very much, and certainly thanks to Coach Beasley. We appreciate the shout-out there. So, Jeff, as I said, we're not done yet. We've got ourselves a player of the game, a sack of the game, and I always leave that to you. Just get out of your way. You tell us.
Yeah, let's start with the Boutwell Air Masters, sack of the game, and I believe that we had one tonight.
Yeah, so it was easy to pick.
How about this? Let's go back to it, and well, it kind of tells the story of the entire night. Who is that? Oh, I believe that is none other than Mr. Boston Murray coming around the edge. Just relentless pressure. That's been the Choctaw defense all year long. Just never stops. Looks like Cade White's going to have a big play, and not in Mr. Murray's eyes right
Murray,
there.
Murray recovered a fumble in the game as well. He had a big night. Yeah.
And how about this? Our Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram player of the game. And listen, I could give it to 3 different guys here. I went with Mr. Consistency, and that's Von Keller right there. 12 carries, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged over 6 yards per carry tonight. Comes in the game averaging over 7, so we'll call it a bad game for him. You know? Yeah, but it was just that easy. Young man, just smooth runner. He is, again, consistent. He just does not allow for a big loss. If it's not there, he continues to run the play, takes whatever they give him, and you see it just hands out. He would have had a bigger game, but, you know, Fort Walton Beach with the turnovers, giving the ball right back to Choctaw in short field, he didn't have as much to run tonight as he normally does. This young man usually runs for close to 150 yards a game. Didn't really get the opportunities tonight, but tough sledding. He is always just, look, this is a sophomore. This is a good-looking sophomore. Remember Cole Tabb? Not anymore. They don't remember that young man. They got Vontavious Keller. He is our Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram player of the game.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And certainly thanks to all of you. We've only got 1 week left. Next week, it's Pace at Milton. That's a 7:30 kickoff. So hopefully you'll catch us for the final Friday night rival. But before all that, tonight, coming up in not too long from now, it's 9:25. So at 10:15 tonight, WEAR, you've got prep football final with Dan Shugart. He'll have highlights, of course, from not only this game, but all the action up and down Northwest Florida's coast. So hopefully you can catch that here in about 50 minutes from now. And then you can catch us 1 week from tonight live from Milton. Pace at Milton, 7:30 start. So glad you joined us tonight. For Carter Bainbridge, Jeff Price, the entire Friday Night Rivals crew, I'm Christian Garman. We appreciate you watching. Have yourself a great week and certainly a great weekend.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.